Hey, Ava J. Looks like you missed the first show, but we back with the second. We are back here live streaming. We are live streaming. We live streaming in. Alright, now it's starting that mess again. Come on with the reconnecting and all that crap. Come on with the bull crap. We ain't did it again. It did it again. What is he cutting off for? Come on, man. We ain't got our day. Always got to be something. We did everything right. The same thing we did last night, we didn't change nothing. So why is it cutting off? That's why I say, you know, we just get beat up. Now, we ain't dropped the frame. The PC is at 15%. Not 89 to 98 like it was when we was having problems yesterday. So what's going on? What's going on, y'all? Somebody talk to me. What's going on? Remember that man said, what's going on? What's going on? Yeah. All right, let's see what's happening in the world. We didn't get a chance to look up any topics for the day. So let's see what's going on in the world, and then we'll look at the video footage. Alrighty, I don't know what this is, but the first thing on the menu. Using.
A police officer who tragically lost her son to gun violence is sharing her story tonight. I'm Jason Martinez.
I'm Shana Humphreys. It is a story too many parents in this city can relate to. Our Kelly Rule is live in Northeast Philadelphia. Kelly.
Shannon and Jason, it was an emotional and devastating statement from Philadelphia Police 12th District Officer Edwina Ferguson. She just spoke inside FOP Lodge 5 just moments ago about her son, and she did provide us with some new pictures of him. She says he was 23 years old. Hiram Hill was supposed to turn 24 in just 2 weeks. She talked about, as a mom, getting that horrific phone call that her son was killed while she was on vacation in the Poconos and feeling like she could not get back fast enough. Now, investigators say Hiram Hill was shot 8 times in the back at the corner of Broad and Allegheny by Maria Mini March just after 4:30 Monday morning. His car still running at the time, according to a law enforcement source. Police say he died shortly after at Temple University Hospital. His mom says Hill was a West Catholic Preparatory High School graduate, played football in North Carolina, and was just 2 semesters shy of getting his bachelor's degree at Chapman University. She wants everyone to know who her son is and that he did not deserve this.
My son was employed full-time at Vision Quest to mentor troubled teenage children in Newcastle, Delaware. My son did not have a record. My son has never been arrested. My son had a license to carry an illegal firearm. My son was not exempt. I got pregnant with him at 15 years old, and I did what I had to do to raise him. My son respected me so much. At 24 years old, that baby didn't have not a tattoo because he went by his mother's wishes. And I did not want him to get any. Mom, I'm going to get your name. You know my name. You don't need it. He did not have, and there's nothing I can say bad about that boy.
Absolutely heartbreaking. Now, Officer Ferguson did make a plea for everybody who loves and cares about her son to stand down and let the Philadelphia Police Department do their job in finding who killed him. We also learned tonight from some of Hill's friends that he was just months away from becoming a father. We're told his girlfriend is 7 months pregnant, expecting a baby girl. And Sheena and Jason, we did learn tonight that they are now planning to name her Hyra after Hiram.
I mean, there are no words. It's just crushing. All right, Kelly, thank you very much.
Uh-oh.
All you do in your doll, whatever doll it is literally...
Thank you for joining us. President Biden is ramping up the pressure on Vladimir Putin, warning the Russian president of, quote, enormous consequences if he invades Ukraine, and taking the rhetoric a step further, issuing a personal threat to Putin. Ukrainian leaders are trying to calm citizens, saying there is no sign that a Russian invasion is imminent, but the war games on the country's border are telling a different story. Thousands of Russian troops conducted military drills using warplanes, naval ships, and ballistic missiles. And while U.S. troops wait on heightened alert here, about 300 anti-tank missiles and other American-made weapons like bunker busters arrived in Kyiv today. We were there to see it. Well, the administration says diplomacy isn't dead, but tensions are still mounting. The U.S. and allies have vowed to hit Russia with sanctions like never before if Moscow invades. We've got 2 reports tonight, one from inside Ukraine, but we'll start here in Washington with CBS's Ed O'Keefe at the White House. Good evening, Ed.
Good evening, Nora. The White House continues to believe Russia could invade Ukraine at any time, and today went further than ever before to make clear Vladimir Putin will face personal economic sanctions if he invades, and U.S. troops could be headed to the region sooner rather than later. A Russian military show of force today on the country's western border with Ukraine, and no signs that Vladimir Putin plans to back down. That's why President Biden, shopping today at a small business in Washington, says he may soon deploy to Eastern Europe some of the almost 9,000 U.S. troops he's put on heightened alert.
I may be moving some of those troops in the near term, just because it takes time. And again, it's not provocative.
Several thousand U.S. troops already in Europe also could be repositioned, but the growing Allied response force is still no match for Putin's roughly 100,000 troops on the ground. At this point, almost completely encircling Ukraine. The White House says an invasion is imminent, and Mr. Biden summoned his top national security advisors for a meeting on the crisis, saying he would specifically target Putin with economic sanctions if the Russian leader invades.
If he were to move in with all those forces, it would be the largest invasion since World War II. It would change the world.
The Russians reiterated today they have no plans to attack. But the administration, fearing Putin could cut off the fuel shipments to run through Ukraine in the coming weeks, is now working with oil and gas suppliers around the globe to ensure there is adequate supply. Some Republicans say they fear Mr. Biden is still moving too slowly against Putin.
Even when they're taking the right steps now, those right steps tend to be half measures, and they're certainly much too late.
But Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell, a frequent critic of the president, has a different view.
It appears to me the administration is moving in the right direction.
Ed joins us now from the White House. So what are you hearing about U.S. troop deployments?
Well, CBS News has learned tonight the Pentagon is preparing to announce that elements of the Army's 82nd Airborne Division out of Fort Bragg, North Carolina, could be among the elements deployed to the region. Nora?
Ed at the White House, thank you.
Hold on a sec. I thought y'all had to explain something to me. Growing up, the enemy were the Russians. The Russians and the Germans and the Japanese were the enemy. Now, Russia and the Ukraine split or whatever. If they're the enemy, why are we getting involved in their conflict? Let them kill each other. Why do we care? Somebody explain it to me. I'm not being smart, I'm asking. Why do we care? Do we have business with Ukraine? I see your message. I'll talk to you after the show. I'm waiting for somebody to tell me what's going on. Why should we care if Russia and the Ukraine go at it? What? Didn't it used to be the same people? Oh, now we got allies in the Ukraine. $20 years ago they wanted to kill us. Now we allies. The world do change. Shame. Breaking news.
A Bronx woman is charged with murder in a Yonkers cold case dating back to 2012. CBS 2's Tony Aiello spoke with police who spent 10 years pursuing answers and justice.
This was the scene in 2012, a remote corner of Yonkers, where the body of Pamela Graddick was found about a month after she went missing from her Bronx apartment. Almost a decade later, an arrest. 40-year-old Wanda Vigia, the victim's girlfriend at the time she vanished.
Wanda was a suspect for quite some time in this case.
Chief Monaco worked the crime scene a decade ago and now supervises the cold case squad that never stops searching for answers.
It's not just about solving the case, it's about giving closure to the loved ones, the families and friends that have lost this person.
Cold case teams often use new technology to re-examine old evidence. A fresh look at Pamela Graddick's cell phone recovered not far from this scene led to a break in the case. Cops say data recovered from the phone helped dispute Vigia's alibi, which she shared with CBS 2's Lou Young in 2017.
I don't know, I was here for that weekend, I went away.
Chief Monaco says on Monday, Vigia agreed to answer a fresh round of questions.
She sat in our detective division and after a lengthy interview eventually confessed to the crime.
In 2017, CBS 2 was with the victim's sister as she put up reward posters. Tawana McClellan told me via phone the arrest of her sister's partner represents a betrayal.
That's the hurtful part, is that she lied about everything to our face. She came to the funeral. She was in our face, knowing this is what she did.
McClellan told me she'll never understand what motivated the murder of her kind, loving sister. She's grateful to the cops who spent 10 years pursuing answers. In Yonkers, Tony Aiello, CBS 2 News.
Now, police believe the suspect could not have moved the body to Yonkers on her own, and they are actively working to make an additional arrest.
Introducing all cam.
There goes Shang. "56 minutes ago.
Memphis police are looking for a person of interest connected to a January 9th traffic chase in which shots were fired at a Walls, Mississippi police officer. The chase ended in Memphis when the suspect's vehicle crashed.
Police want to question 24-year-old Erica Benson, who was a passenger in that car. As WRG's April Thompson reports, the driver reportedly fired several shots at the Walls police officer.
What should have been a routine traffic stop for a Walls, Mississippi police officer turned into much more at the intersection of Highway 61 and Nell Road.
Initially because he was traveling too fast. Then he noticed there was an issue with his tag light. So when he tried to stop him, he just wouldn't stop at that time.
Things started heating up when the gray Toyota continued northbound, and the officer
heard 2 rounds and saw a muzzle flash from inside the window. He advised the dispatcher that shots were being fired, and he pursued the vehicle into Memphis at that point.
The officer advised those shots were coming from the driver's side of the car. The pursuit made its way up Highway 61 into Memphis, east on Shelby Drive, south on Neely, before crashing through an iron fence on Holmes Road and ending in this field. According to Memphis police, 24-year-old DeRice Ayers was the driver, and 24-year-old Erica Benson was the passenger. Police say they found weapons and illegal drugs, including fentanyl.
They were both detained, but they were transported to the med due to their injuries. The Memphis Police Department said they were going to do affidavits on the subject.
We were unable to find affidavits on either Ayers or Benson, and now Memphis police are looking for Benson, calling her a person of interest. Walls Police Chief Danny Bridges says his investigators would like to talk to Benson as well.
She's always been at least a witness or a co-defendant at that point. I mean, we never got a chance to talk to her that night because she went to the hospital.
Chief Bridges says he doesn't know if Benson is considered a witness or something more serious, but
if she was involved, we just want to make sure that she's held accountable for her actions on that night.
April Thompson, WREG News Channel 3.
Now, Ayers was charged with possession of drugs and a felon in possession of a weapon. We also did reach out to MPD to find out what happened after the two were sent to Regional 1, and they emailed us back saying they'll check on that tomorrow.
"53 minutes ago, breaking news.
Anyway, at 6, we are getting our first look at body cam video of a crash involving a Houston police officer and a 77-year-old man who was killed. That crash happened off North Shepherd and Independence Heights just last month. And that's where KPRC2's Severa Rayford joins us live this evening with the video, all new at 6 o'clock. Severa?
Yes, Danielle, it happened right here on North Shepherd Drive, and this body camera footage is giving us a first look at how the officer reacted after the crash. We've seen this. The moment an HPD officer's patrol vehicle crashes into another driver's car. The man behind the wheel of this Cadillac CTS was 75-year-old Charles Payne. We spoke to his son Kevin Payne in December. He told us his dad had just left church.
I was at home and HPD come and they notified us that he was involved in a car wreck with a police officer.
Payne was taken to the hospital where he died from his injuries. Almost 1 month later, now we are seeing this.
You okay? Yeah, I'm out of wind.
That's Officer Christopher Cabrera. Cabrera speaking. Today, Houston police released this body camera video showing the moments after his patrol vehicle collided into Payne's car.
Anybody's best, but my seatbelt was on though, and I mean, is he okay?
Seconds later, you can hear the officer ask again about the driver's condition.
Is he like life-threatening? Yeah, I just want to make sure he's okay.
He denies treatment. Eventually, he's asked to sit down.
I'm still trying to figure out what happened.
He was taken to the hospital with minor injuries. Officer Cabrera was relieved of duty pending the outcome of the investigation. Payne's family wants accountability.
He couldn't have been speeding, turning, so someone had to be speeding for him to be killed in an impact hit like that.
And Payne says their family has an attorney. HPD says this is still an ongoing investigation. We're reporting live in Northwest Houston. Severe Rayford, KPRC 2.
Isn't it amazing how it's body cam footage after? There's body cam footage after. But what about during? If the body camera's there afterwards, why wasn't the camera on during it? Are you serious?
Tonight, an Indianapolis man is dead after being shot on the front porch of a family member's home. Police say the man was knocking on their door. It is our top story, first at 4. Good afternoon to you. I'm Daniel Miller.
And I'm Dan Spieler. Legal experts tell us a specific state law could determine whether anyone faces charges in this case. Fox 59's Jesse Wells explains how.
Family members tell me the shooter and the victim in this case are related. At the same time, police are still investigating whether or not the shooting at this home behind me was criminal or not. Just before sunrise, here on South Emerson, police believe a man began loudly knocking on a family member's door when someone inside the home opened fire.
The person who is the victim here was known to the people that lived inside the residence. So trying to determine exactly what happened and what led up to this.
Victim, who was shot in the doorway, died after being rushed to the hospital. Police claim at least 2 people were inside the home at the time. Right now, it's not clear whether any words or threats were exchanged leading to the gunfire.
Do you know that the person had came to the residence and was knocking on the door? What happened in between there is still under investigation.
Standing there and knocking is not enough to indicate you're going to intrude or break into a house. You've got to make an actual move to try and get in.
Attorney Jack Crawford isn't connected to the case, but as a lawyer, he's familiar with Indiana's Castle Doctrine, which allows people to use deadly force to protect themselves from a home intruder, but shooting someone for simply knocking on the door is not justified under the law.
The Castle Doctrine would only protect the homeowner if there was an effort to intrude or enter the home. The question is whether a reasonable person, the homeowner, would see this as a risk to his safety.
Crawford claims even if there wasn't an intent to kill, a reckless homicide charge could still be filed. For their part, police interviewed the shooter and other family members, but so far no arrests have been made.
They are currently cooperating with detectives. A gun that was used was recovered here at the scene.
Finally, because the case remains an active investigation, anyone with information can still contact either Crime Stoppers or IMPD's Homicide Office. Jesse Wells, Fox 59 News.
Jesse, thank you. An IU student is facing multiple charges, including attempted rape.
Hold on a second. Dad, I want to get to the CV numbers. They just keep coming.
Okay, so check it out. This is a emergency.
I wanted to do the CV numbers. It's only 8 something, so it's still early. We can do the CV numbers. But man, the news won't stop.
Video shows an armed robbery at a Parkway Village fast food restaurant that ended in a shootout with police. Thanks for joining us for the News at 5. I'm Stephanie Skurlock.
And I'm Greg Hurst. Tonight, the suspects remain on the run. WRG's Bria Jones joins us live with a new look at the crime. What do you have there, Bria?
Well, Stephanie and Greg, that armed robbery happened right here at this Sonic on South Perkins. Now, take a look over here. You can see that the entrance to the fast food restaurant is blocked as the search for the suspect continues. Burger bandits caught on camera. Memphis police are looking for these two suspects seen here robbing the Sonic Drive-In on South Perkins near Cottonwood Monday night.
It's getting worse and worse.
Investigators say the suspects came through the front door of the business around 9 p.m. with a handgun and semi-automatic weapon that are visible on surveillance cameras. Police say the suspects then forced the clerks to give them money from the register. You can see video of one suspect forcing the worker to give him the money in her apron.
I don't feel comfortable going to the grocery store or the gas station.
When officers tried to follow the thieves, they say the suspects fired shots striking a squad car twice, with officers returning fire. Police say no one was hurt and the suspects got away.
Now that's crazy, right? That means they just don't cherish their life, obviously. But it's very foolishness, and I wish we could do whatever we can do to stop the crime.
With crime up across the country, this man says it's going to take a higher power to turn things around.
Yeah, it all sums up to one thing, prayer. I mean, without it, it's just going to... What's happening is going to keep happening, you know. It may get worse. I mean, who knows? But the only way you can be really safe is if you pray.
We've reached out to Sonic for comment, but did not hear back. Police say that these suspects are responsible for multiple robberies in the area. If you have any information, call Crime Stoppers at 528-CASH. We're now reporting live in Parkway Village. Bria Jones, WRAG News, Channel 3.
Hopefully a tip will come in soon. Bria, thanks.
This is 1 hour ago. Wait a minute. They got when was this? 2 hours ago. God darn. They just
Memphis police need your help solving a deadly early morning shooting at a gas station in the airport area on Lamar. Thanks for joining us. I'm Alex Coleman.
And I'm April Thompson. WRG's Quamisha Wilburn gives us a look at what police may be looking for.
Employees at the Marathon gas station on Lamar Avenue near Pearson Road are left cleaning up the mess from overnight. Shattered glass covers the ground, and cardboard covers the front door. This is all that's left following an early morning shooting that left one man dead.
I don't come out here at night because I know what's going on down here.
In this video shared with WREG, a group of men stands outside the gas station talking around 3 a.m. Another man sits in the SUV beside them, also engaging in conversation. Everything appears calm until now. Due to its graphic nature, we won't show you what happens next. But in the video, someone pulls up in this black car and immediately starts firing at the men before driving off.
We need to get these bombs out the streets.
The man outside the SUV collapses to the ground while the vehicle beside him slowly pulls forward near a gas pump. A man hops out of the SUV and runs into the store looking for help. According to witnesses, that man was also injured.
Bullet holes cover the front window of this gas station. We spoke to witnesses who tell us more than 60 shots were fired in this direction.
Family members and friends of the victim helplessly watch Memphis police carry out the investigation. It's still unclear what led to the shooting, but people living nearby say it's senseless.
There's too much crime going on right here, and I stay in the house. There's too much going on.
Reporting in the airport area, Kwame Wilborn, WREG News Channel 3.
And Memphis police have not released any information on a suspect. If you know anything that could help, contact Crime Stoppers at 528-CASH.
So let's say you have to read.
What got done?
I've got most of my grades down.
All I can say is got done.
Of a deadly shooting in the airport area.
That's right, officers have been at the Marathon gas station on Lamar for several hours now. That's where we find our own Kamisha Wilborn this morning. Kamisha, so officers that have been there for a while gathering evidence.
Yes, as you can see behind me, this is still a very active scene. Officers have been out here for hours, like you said, gathering evidence and trying to speak with witnesses to see exactly what happened. They're going to step out the way so you can get a better look at the scene. So this Marathon gas station is on Lamar Avenue, right before you get to Pearson Road. You can see there are several police officers here. Homicide detectives are on scene as well. We know at least one person is dead. We are still waiting to hear back from police for more
confirmation on exactly what happened, but we do know over by the front door of the gas station, there is an SUV that appears to have several bullet holes in that SUV. We counted at least 50 evidence markers, more than 50 at that, on the ground. Usually those are to usually place where there's maybe bullet holes or any other evidence, or shell casings on the ground. Those usually to mark that evidence on the ground. But a very active scene. We still don't have a lot of information. We have reached out to Memphis Police. They've not given us any word on if they have made any arrests or if there are any suspects at this time. But again, officers, it appears like they're going to be out here for quite some time this morning. Again, we can see several investigators here taking pictures. We believe family members may be on scene of that victim, just kind of watching
we already saw that
as this investigation rolls out. We are going to be out here for the remainder of the morning gathering information as well. And as soon as we learn more, we'll make sure to let you know on air and online.
Thieves carjack a retired Florida sheriff's deputy in Memphis, taking her gun and her badge. This happened Friday night on Oliver Avenue in the Cooper Young area. The victim saying that her stolen Mustang has been spotted several times since. WRG's Melissa Moon is in the Cooper Young area where it appears the carjackers are tied to another crime that same night. Melissa, what'd you find out?
Good evening. Well, police say that around 10:05 Friday night, two men in a black Infiniti tried to rob a man at gunpoint at this ATM right here at the corner of Cooper and Young. 5 minutes later, a few streets away on Oliver, two men in a similar or the same type of vehicle carjacked a woman, and it was all caught on camera. In this home surveillance video, you can see two men getting out of a black car. Seconds later, you see that car leaving Oliver Avenue, followed by a white Mustang, and you can hear someone yelling.
He was telling him, get it, get it, get it. And I was saying, I'm a cop, leave my car alone. I'm a cop, leave my car alone.
Retired Florida Sheriff's Deputy Pamela Higgins says she was doing whatever she could to keep them from taking her car.
I wanted my gun.
Higgins, a retired sergeant with the Monroe County Sheriff's Office, says she and her daughter were unloading groceries from her daughter's truck, and she had just started her Mustang when she noticed a man running toward her vehicle.
I dropped my groceries, and I started running to my car, and he started running to my car, and when we got towards the back, he shoved me.
She says another man came toward her with his hands in his pocket and yelled, "Gun!" And that's when she backed away from her Mustang.
My daughter said, please, let go.
She says the carjacker drove off with her purse, her badge, and a loaded Smith & Wesson she had just put in the console.
My gun was a gift from my dad. My dad was a police officer. He gave it to me in '85 when I graduated from Police Academy, so it's sentimental.
But more than that, she says she's worried they'll use the gun.
They think that they've already committed 3 crimes in my Mustang, so I don't know.
As a former law enforcement officer, Higgins says she's always on her guard and couldn't believe what was happening to her.
This neighborhood is quite, but if you want to tell people to be aware in Cooper Young, the police said they're hitting Cooper Young really bad.
Now, Higgins says she has received a number of tips from people who have seen her Mustang on or near Ellis Presley Boulevard over the last few days, and says that police have tried to stop it a few times but decided not to chase the vehicle. The vehicle, again, is a 2000 Ford white Mustang convertible with a black top. There's a small dent on the driver's side door with tape over it. If you see that car or know anything about the carjacking, call Crime Stoppers. That number, of course, is 901-528-CASH. In the Cooper Young area, Melissa Moon, WREG, News Channel 3.
That's a daggone shame. That is a daggone shame.
Police.
Ain't nobody safe.
Anyway, Memphis police are...
Man, I can't believe the amount of videos that we just showed in that little bit of time. I'm dead serious. I can't believe the amount of videos we just showed in that little bit of time. The world is going crazy. God darn. It make you not want to go outside. Well, I just came back from outside. Oh, Lord. Not the controller on the floor. Oops. Probably don't work again now. Let me see here. Sorry about that sound, y'all. That's the camera was really hot. So I let it cool down, but I had it charged up to the PC. All right, we have footage. Alrighty then, we do have footage. All right, so we hadn't done a mobile live in a while.
All right, I heard the beat.
Pull the OBS up, and
the lady said they was going to be sending me a letter, but I don't know what it's for. Yeah, stop crying, come on.
Yeah, it's so true, Nia.
So you want to tip over today? Going way down there. Here we go with the cheating. Why are we spinning? Hit the Wi-Fi on. Turn the Wi-Fi off. All right. Alrighty. Hey, Charlie.
Well, there's a phone on top of my head.
Oh, don't put the keys away yet. You gotta turn the light on. Alright.
There it is. We got
We're
our
only one panty bag on, they should be able to see it.
We really need
Get
that
the
panty
light
bag.
Okay. Let's get the lock.
All right, let's get moving. Getting the gloves on. You already had them on. Look how pitch black that is. Y'all can't say no lights not doing that. There's the envelope for the housing. Technical difficulties. Let's get moving. That's what I'm just talking about. Time to ride. All right, let's ride. All right, whoa, is that right? Oh, man. It is. All right, let's go back. That's all over this way. We ain't never done this alley before. Yeah, this was a mistake. Take a ride down the alley. We can go hang out with Sally in the valley. They said she was messing up. She came down in the alley. I could have cut through there or cut right through the building. In the middle of the road, and still got a car in the middle of the road. We just can't get a break. Just can't get that break today, you know. Now that's a boombox Channel Lee got for us. Watch this, y'all. I got tired of waiting. Robbery right there. We good. How you sound? How you sound? Another car in the middle of the street. There's the house right there, y'all. There's the house right there. to live at. Look at my door right there. Remember the alley? Speed bump for the chump. I think it's 3 of them on this block. That's right. Speed bump for the chump. There you got another one. I just some of the people with no space when I say speed bump for the chump. They got to slow down for them. We out there with the big boy. That's a liquor store right there. Carrier, you want some egg for young? Check up Cat Downtown? All right, guys, we got the envelope right now. Because we cross this light. To me, when you cross this light, you in the hood. So we left everybody, we smoked them. But somebody came behind me, watch. Somebody ran a light G. See that? I got on the sidewalk though. Police in there. That's the courthouse right there. There's the phone on top of my head. Hey, I don't mind. That's the courthouse right there, y'all. That's why it's a lot of cops. All right. Let's get in here and get out.
Did they tell you
Well, where is my buddy?
Did they tell you they can't bring your bike in here anymore?
I haven't been here as last time I've been.
Last time I told you, they said you can't bring no bikes in here anymore. That's what the manager said over there.
Well, we're going to change it right. You got it right?
Huh?
You got it right?
Right for what?
What you doing for what? I'm going to leave it out and sit it down like they do.
It's called wrap around that wooden brick thing.
Huh?
You see the brick thing outside? The brick wall? There's a wrap thing around it. They don't want bikes in here.
Houston, Canada, Jason.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, so we're going to have to go to South on the 41st Street. But okay. You know you're wrong for that. Hey, the only reason why I come here, you got to give me a hard time. Yeah, you're wrong for that. You heard me on the road. So I was like, oh, man, you got to start going to 41st Street. That's a long ride.
Thank you so much.
See you today?
I'm just waiting for somebody to hit me. So I can say, hey.
You got a lot going on outside, huh?
Yeah. I tell you. I ain't gonna mind it. If I had to leave it out there, it ain't going nowhere. All that damn security out there got done. They look bored. See, you don't want to get them nothing to do. That's true. Now the alarm went off. Seemed pretty dead tonight. End of the month, nobody got no money.
You ain't buy McDonald's for food today. You ain't buy McDonald's to eat today. You McDonald's starving right now. You know you cook.
Alright, wait a minute.
Sorry, come back in a minute.
So what was he doing? Look at him.
Man, yo.
Wait a minute. Didn't I come down there? Hey, man.
Can't be right that's that out of here, yo. Not being bad. When they come a rotate.
Hey, man. That's he doing that.
Man, yo.
I cut it off, but I don't see myself. There I am. There you see me? That was me right there. Y'all see me? There I am right there.
shoot his jump. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you see, you ain't messing with it no more. Amen.
Everybody get John Harbaugh a contract extension. Oh, yeah. You get in the bag, Get in the bag.
There I am. I gotta keep on, get you one for $9.99. People might feel sorry for you on the road. All right, buddy. Have a good one. I'll see you on the 3rd. Alrighty. That's the way I like it. We got in and got out. Ouch. Yeah. See here. Hit that switch. You say you done cooking, you clean the kitchen? Yeah, after we go home. Well, y'all, the phone mount broke down. You say you done cooking, you clean the kitchen? Yeah, after we go home and cook too. Y'all want to take the long way home? Y'all, we good. There he is. Just regular think he walking away. I don't know. I ain't had no money. Y'all know me anyway? You gonna hit the road too? There's that leg. All right, y'all, let's rock on. North Avenue. We in the hood. Look at them pieces of digging. Look at them. Look at the border of houses. The graveyard. I gotta bring that graveyard in, y'all. Y'all like to live on that block. How you like living on this block? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Alrighty. Y'all know a song that I have. That song called A Brother Like Derek. I said I don't want to die on a drug-ridden block like Cokesbury. This is Cokesbury. Cokesbury and Greenmount. There with the big boys. I thought I saw it go off, but I thought it was for the car. Hold on, let me look. Yeah, see, I'm fiddling with the phone. Somebody told me, look at the phone. Thanks for the donation. Body in the way. I can't see. This is the guy I was talking about. He was behind me, but then when I started to move, he went off to the side. But he turns around and calls to somebody. Right there. Watch it again. See, now watch. He started walking towards me, and he called at somebody. That's why I got the hell out of there. Watch it again. Watch. He stopped like he was going to go get in front of me and call somebody. I thought he was saying, hey, yo, come on. I thought he wanted to look me in my face to see what I looked like, and then I thought he said, come on. So that's why I got the hell out of there. I'm in the mirror. What I'm saying is the music is so loud you can't hear what the guy's saying. But the guy was behind me. Then when I started to move, he walked to the side and walked ahead of me and looked me in my face. Then he called to somebody else. Like, come on. That's what made me want to get the hell out of there. Because I was standing there because somebody asked me to look. Somebody had asked me to look for the donation. And we was at the light changed. So I went through the light, got on the sidewalk, and then I was looking at the phone. And like I said, I felt somebody coming up behind me. And so I hurried up and put the gloves on, and I was trying to get out of there. And I guess the guy saw that I was going to move, but he's like, hold on. Let me get a look at him. I wonder if we can take this cat. And like he was calling to somebody to come help him. That's why I got the hell out of there. Now, it might not have been nothing. But, you know, it might not have been nothing. But like I said, why would he was behind me. Then when I started moving, he got beside me, and then he actually looked me in my face, and then he called somebody. Coincidence? I don't know. I got the hell out of there. You ain't got to be there. Why be there? And I'm going to regret that. Being nice. Let him go. And he ain't going nowhere. Look. Hey, you can't have me, man. Somebody just running the weed moment. Who you say, what? That's a turn signal, see it? That's a turn signal.
I'm gonna pay that money. I guess I need it for food. I appreciate it. I'm just taking y'all for a ride. All that people in the turn signal.
Well, Nia, you have to realize, I'm not a small person, and with us wearing masks, you really can't see what somebody looks like. When they're looking for a target, they looking. And like I said, he didn't know how I looked until he got ahead of me and looked me in my face. Then you could see him calling somebody like, come on. I got the hell out of there. It might have been nothing, but if it had been something, I'd be a fool to sit there and wait for it.
You got to go up here. You got to go up here again. Right, got to go up here. You got to go up here again. That's how it is. Government city. Over here. I'm trying to be more responsible. But they be trying to be, but I'm just saying that they was asking me for money and it looked like he was going to buy something. The police was out there with the check there. When we got back, they was gone. I thought they were still there. Why was the check there that long? All of a sudden, I thought they were there. I said, oh. Well, I said that to let the guy know that I ain't got no money on him. You know what I mean? I knew somebody was coming. I knew somebody was coming. One thing is we home. If we got a flag, we home. That's the boombox right there, blinking. Alrighty, y'all. That was our trip today. And I want to see, we used the YouTube app today. So how did it look? How did it look? Wait a minute, where is it? Where's the trip we did today? I didn't do it on that channel? Uh-oh. Hold on a sec, y'all. What channel was we on? Ah, we was on the Son of God Ministries. That's why that name popping up. I don't even think I have Son of God Ministries in the list. Nope, I don't even have Son of God Ministries in the list. So that was a mistake. It's on the wrong channel. It's amazing anybody watched this video. Did anybody even know about it? I don't know what account is Son of God Mr. I don't even know what account that is. I don't even know what account that is. I got so many channels, it's ridiculous. Which one is this? You ain't even trying to help, are you? Is that it? No. What channel? Switch account. I don't even know what channel that is. So that means that are we live streaming on the right channel? Son of God Ministries. Okay, let's do it this way then. Let's just type it in. Son of God Son of God. Hold on. Son of God Ministries. What the hell? I didn't type of nothing. Is that what it is? Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. All I gotta do is just go right here. Wait a minute. 62. That's what it is. It's 62, y'all. Hold on. Switch account. Go down to add account. It's 62. And I look right at it. That's just a sign of pure retardism. I don't know if y'all can see this or not. But 62. Where's 62 at? I just saw it. Where'd it go that quick? I just saw 62. See, you don't make me not see it. $70, $65, $60. There it is. Here it is. Okay, that's us live right there. So go to your channel. Videos. I think I'm retarded. That's what the phone is on. What is the other phone on? I think I'm retarded. Can I tell y'all that? I think I'm a born again Riri. I think I'm a born again Riri with the Gigi. I think I'm a born again Riri with the Gigi.
I'm dead serious. I think I'm a born again reread. Hit the refresh button. So where's the video we did earlier? Is it here? No, that's 20 hours ago. So what channel were we on? I have to go find the other phone and find out what channel we on. Yeah, I had to go. I had to find. I don't know what channel. Does anybody know what channel I did that live stream on? Anybody know? That's a good question. Yeah, what channel are we on? That's a good question. What channel are we broadcasting on? Hold on a sec. What channel are we broadcasting on? No, we on the right channel. What you say? Not a nice word. What wasn't a nice word? What are you talking about there? All right, y'all. I'm at to go look at the phone is in the bedroom. I'm at to go look at the phone. Let me play something for y'all. See if I can find y'all a news story or something. First off, what are they looking at? Uh-oh. No, they're looking at Google. Is that the main page? Did I mess up or something? Hold on a sec. Did I make a mistake? I mean, I can always just come back in. I think I made a mistake. What? Hold on a sec. Something ain't right. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. Oh, we on the wrong channel. Doggone it. Derek, you need to stop. You get confused by your own channels. Hold on a second, y'all. I'm getting confused with my own channels. Here we are. Alrighty, y'all. We back. It's hard to let go of that word, Nia. Growing up in the church, we had a phrase, born again retard. We also had Riri. You know, you read, retard. Come on, I gotta catch a trick to it. Retard. I got a catch to it. It's hard to shake things like that. I know it's not positive. She says you read, retard. So I got a catch to it. Serial killer don't want to die.
You might have seen videos like this before.
Serial killer said he don't want to die. Really?
Does not want to die. Attorneys for Howell Trey Donaldson are now asking a judge to throw out the death penalty in his case. He's accused of killing 4 people, though. In the fall of 2017, prosecutors are seeking death. But his legal team says the state made mistakes that violated his rights. Fox 13's Gordon Gomez tonight explains what this means for his case.
You're trying to keep your strength up. You're exercising a little bit. I'm so broken I can't. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Accused serial killer Hal Trey Donaldson told his parents during his jailhouse visit he was broken. And now apparently he's also worried. With 4 murder trials looming and his life on the line, he wants the death penalty tossed from his case. In a 6-page motion just filed, his attorneys are fighting to get the death penalty thrown out. They argue when a grand jury indicted Donaldson on 4 first-degree murder charges, prosecutors failed to tell the grand jury about the aggravating factors that qualified this case for capital punishment. They say Donaldson's due process rights were violated and are asking a Tampa judge to remove the death penalty.
I believe they're going to lose this motion.
Defense attorney Anthony Rickman reviewed the motion and says it has no legal teeth.
Their motion is not rooted in law. There's nowhere in the law that requires a grand jury to find aggravating circumstances.
Donaldson is accused of causing terror and panic in Seminole Heights in the fall of 2017. They say he gunned down 4 innocent people who happened to be walking alone. Benjamin Mitchell, Monica Hoffa, Anthony Naiboa, and Ronald Felton. Police released this home surveillance video of the suspected gunman. After Donaldson was arrested and indicted by a grand jury, prosecutors announced they would be seeking the death penalty. Rickman says the only chance of that changing is if the state decides not to pursue it, and he doesn't see that happening.
There is no legal basis at this point in time for a court to take death off the table.
Gloria Gomez, Fox 13 News.
Now, Rickman tells us the defense may be raising the death penalty now to file an appeal down the road.
You killed all them people, man. What you crying about? What are you crying about? You killed all them people. What the hell are you crying about? The man said, what you crying about? What you crying about? What you crying about? Let's go to content for a second, y'all. And go to live screen. Are they on private? Where is the video? It's on private. Look at all these videos on private. Why are they on private? I didn't put them on private. Matter of fact, let's do it this way. Hit all of them. No, you can't do that, Derek. No. Unselect. No, you can't do it the hard way because you might get yourself in trouble. It might be something that you put on private. It might be something that you put on private. Well, that's why we couldn't find the video. We couldn't find the video because the YouTube app is putting it on private, even though I'm saying public when I set them up. They coming in as private. And Nia said something about that, and I forgot. Yeah, we got a copyright claim. Who cares? Oh, this video blocked. Who cares? Then we redo it. Wait a minute, I should be able to fix this. Hold on a second. See details? Why was that video blocked? Who blocked the video? Family drama and military trauma. Alright, can I edit it? Trim out the segment? I mean, I really don't care, because I ain't getting, we ain't getting no money out of it. Ain't gonna get out a little 20 cents. But I'll go ahead and clear the video. For those of y'all that didn't see it, I'll go ahead and clear the video. It's gonna take 24 hours, but it'll unblock it. Anything else on private? You got a copyright claim on this video. It depends. Is there a lot of them? Oh, heck no. Any of them say the video blocked? Then we don't care. Alright, we don't have no blocks. Then we can continue on. If we don't have no blocks, we can continue on. The YouTube team has lost their mind. They blocked the video. Oh, we went over by a minute. Can't do nothing about it. We can't do nothing about it. I should repost it on another channel, but I'm gonna let it go. Yeah, I knew YouTube was gonna block that video. I told y'all YouTube was gonna block that video. They got in their feelings. YouTube got in their feelings. They got in their feelings. Did y'all see that? YouTube got in their feelings. Nia said, are you ready to unprivate the doctor's visit? The doctor visit is on private? We were just there. I didn't see it. Hold on. It's on private? What channel are we on? Yeah, we on the right channel. Okay, we done. So that's us leaving the market. Oh no. You gotta start again? So it's gotta be this one. This the video?
Is it I've been drinking exclusively Gatorade Zero.
Right, yeah.
Is that acceptable?
Oh, they just want to keep it in foot restriction.
The video is up. What are you talking about, Nia? The video is up. What are you talking about? Where's Nia at? Because I know she only want to go back and try to say that same thing about what I said to the doctor lady. The video's up. The video is up. Video's not on private. I ain't got nothing to hide.
Tonight, the NYPD is investigating yet another shooting, this time inside Jacoby Medical Center.
And we have just obtained surveillance video of this incident where a patient was shot while waiting in the emergency room. CBS 2's Andrea Klein-Thomas live outside the hospital with more details. Andrea.
Well, Health and Hospitals called this a cowardly act of
video you're about to see shows how it all unfolded, but be sure to take note. Other than trading glances and looks, it doesn't appear that the suspect and victim said a word to each other. Everything seems calm until the gunman dressed in all black literally brings out his gun, runs through innocent bystanders in the emergency room waiting area, headed towards the 35-year-old victim a few steps away, who had what appeared to be a blue sweatshirt on. Take another look in real time. It happened so fast, around 12:30 this afternoon. According to police, 4 shots were fired, one striking the victim's left forearm. He's in surgery and is expected to survive. The gunman ran away. Meantime, hospital staff sprung into action, caring for the victim and getting patients to safety.
I was in the place, I was in the vicinity, but you know what I'm trying to say? I saw the blood, I heard the shot.
I heard the active shooter, and that's what made me barricade myself in the room with other patients there as well.
Police believe this was a targeted attack. They are reviewing surveillance video and canvassing the neighborhood, looking for the suspect. This happens at a time when...
I did not put the video on private. We just went and looked. The YouTube app, the video we shot tonight was on private. That's why I couldn't find it. I thought we did it on a different channel. It was put on private. You just seen me unprivate 3 videos because we did 3 videos today. I did the first one, and it was in portrait. I did it again. We hadn't left the house yet. We was in the hallway. We got out into the hallway. It was in portrait. Then we did it again, and it still wasn't right. We had to do it 3 times. So we got 3 videos, and all 3 of them were put on private. But you had already told me that video was on private, and I took it off. And we were just there at the list, and you saw that it was not on private. But the 3 videos that I took off of private was the 3 videos that we shot today. The first 2 went along, maybe about a minute or less, but the other one was, and I never did get to see the daggone footage. I never did get to, well, watch the rest of this.
City residents are already on edge because of the gun violence. Now back out here live, you see the entrance to the emergency room. It's still closed off as the investigation continues. Now Mayor Adams called this shooting reprehensible. He actually came here to visit with the victim after he got out of surgery to talk to him about what happened. Reporting live in the Morris Park section of the Bronx, Andrea Klein-Thomas, CBS 2 News.
Okay, Andrea, thank you. And this update tonight on a baby girl who was shot in the Bronx by a stray bullet. The reward for information has increased tonight to $10,000. Meantime, new security camera video shows the shooter running from the scene and the gray Nissan sedan police believe he used to get away.
All right, so let's cut back. Go to the YouTube studio. Go to content, live stream. This is us right here now. Let's ride, BD family. We on the move, and finally we on the move. So 30 seconds the first time, 5:17 the second time, 1:34 the third time. I want to see how this looks, how the footage looks. Well, I'm holding the helmet in my hand. That's not really going to tell me anything, but let's see. How good does this footage look?
Jump up on the curb. Man, somebody blocking this road too. Let's get it.
it's not as good as the 360. It's not as good as the 360. Want to see how the footage look. Now, family, we on the move. We on the move. Let's ride, BD family. Because they kept going in the portrait. Now, where are we at the hospital at? It's called Let's Ride, BD family. You see it says public. Oh, I thought y'all could see. Oh, Lord, you can't see nothing.
I got you. I had to put it with a dentist on. I made up I was a vibe.
You can't even see nothing. Thank God for the 300. So that means that we got a better video coming back on the phone, but we don't have no 300. We don't have no 360 degree video. We got a better video coming off the phone. So it's like we got the video going there. You know, I was just thinking about that, Nia. Is it too late to try and do them? It's only 9:47. What the heck? It ain't that late. They'll knock on the door from too loud. Oh my goodness. 73,000. 73 million. I said 73,000. I said 73,000. 73,449,185 U.S. citizens have been diagnosed with the coronavirus, the COVID-19. 880 people have died from the COVID-19. We're going on 900,000. The numbers reset? Okay. So let's take a look, y'all. We know that California knows how to party in a city called Watts. COVID and crime gangs, that's all they got. Hey, we talking about California. They got 65,016 new cases today. California lost 125 citizens today. The state of California lost 125 citizens today. Let's two-step our way on down to Texas, the Lone Star State. They picked up 43,444 new cases today. They lost 149 people. They got 209,000 walking around infected. Let's go to Florida. They picked up 35,266 new cases diagnosed today. But they only lost 3. They got 1.7 million people walking around infected. New York, New York, you're a native New Yorker. Oh, you're a native New Yorker. They picked up 15,080 new cases today. They lost 387 people. The funeral parlors they in the money. They are in the money. 387 people died in one day at 15,000 a funeral. How much money is that, y'all? That's a lot of money. Them pallbearers ain't broke in the pandemic. They got 250,000 walking around infected. Illinois, they picked up 13,706 new cases. They lost 139 people today. They got 225,000 infected. Pennsylvania, they picked up 10,860 new cases. They lost 189 people today. They got 202,500 infected. Ohio, they picked up 4,163 new cases. They lost 126 people. They got 376,000 infected. Ain't nothing finer than the mountain ranges of North Carolina. They picked up 13,017 new cases a day. They lost 46 people. They got 356,000 infected. Georgia on my mind. I caught the midnight train to Georgia, and I'm bringing the COVID that I caught in California. They picked up 16,232 new cases. They lost 99 people. They got 215,500 infected. Michigan, what up though? No stats. New Jersey, they picked up 5,722 new cases. They lost 151 people. They got 234,000 infected. Arizona, they picked up 13,972 new cases. But give them a hand, because they lost none. They got 245,000 infected almost. Tennessee, Tennessee, no stats. Massachusetts, they picked up 8,631 new cases. They lost 155 people. They got 228,000 infected. Indiana, ooh-wee, they picked up 9,733 new cases. They lost 132 people. They got 233,000 infected. Virginia, they picked up 10,699 new cases. They lost 54 people. They got 175,000 infected almost. Wisconsin, they picked up 7,061 new cases. They lost 7 people today. They got almost 254,000 infected. Missouri, or should I say Missouri, they picked up 9,390 cases, but they only lost 1. They got 209,000 infected. South ain't nothing finer than the coastal lines of South Carolina. No stats. Minnesota, they picked up 31,786 new cases. They lost 37 people today. They got almost 217,000 infected. Colorado, or should I say Colorado, they picked up 7,859 new cases. They lost 46 people. They got 211,000 infected. Washington State, they picked up 7,909 new cases. They lost 20 people today. They got 159,000 infected. Alabama, I said Alabama, they picked up 8,811 new cases. They lost 88 people. They got 237,000 walking around infected. Louisiana, they picked up 9,104 new cases. They lost 102 people. They got 244,500 infected. Oh, shucky ducky, it's time to go to Mitch McConnell's state of Kentucky. They picked up 15,046 new cases. They lost 23 people. They got 246,000 infected. Ain't nobody caroling in my state of Maryland. I said, ain't nobody caroling in my state of Maryland. We picked up 2,399 new cases. We lost 75 people in my state today. We got 155,500 infected. Oklahoma, They picked up 8,810 new cases. But give them a hand because they lost none. They got 233,000 infected, though. Quick draw McGraw. Let's go to Utah. They got 6,600 new cases reported. They lost 13 people. They got 266,500 infected. The fake Kansas, Arkansas, or Arkansas, 7,943 new cases. They lost 24 people. They got 248,500 infected. Iowa, Iowa, Iowa. No stats. Mississippi, you got M-I, a crooked letter I, crooked letter I, humpback I. Mississippi, they picked up 4,909 new cases. They lost 21 people. They got almost 235,000 infected. Come on, y'all, let's sneeze on down the road. You gotta sneeze on down the road. When you got that COVID-19, you can't carry a load. Come on, let's sneeze on down the road. Kansas, Dorothy and Toto took the day off. Connecticut or Connecticut, they picked up 3,824 new cases. But give them a hand because they lost none. They got almost 193,000 infected. Nevada, they picked up 3,612 new cases. But give them a hand because they lost none. They got 206,000 walking around infected. Oregon, 6,902 new cases. They lost 41 people today. They got 141,500 infected. New Mexico, I said New Mexico. They picked up 3,331 new cases. They lost 25 people. They got 217. I'm sorry, they got 115. They got 116,000 almost. Nebraska, 4,187. They lost 35 people. No stats on the active. West Virginia, 2,748 new cases reported. They only lost 5. They got 237,000 infected though. Hold on, my throat went dry. You got Idaho, Idaho. I said Idaho, Idaho. I said Idaho. They picked up 3,518 new cases. They lost 14 people. They got 204,000 infected. It's time to roll that R. We got to go to Rhode Island. We can do better than that. We got to roll that R. We got to go to Rhode Island. They picked up 1,620 new cases. They lost 10 people. No active stats. New Hampshire, 860 new cases. They lost 25 people today. They got 195,500 infected. Delaware, I said Delaware. They picked up 957 new cases. They lost 9 people. They got 68,500 infected. It's time to go watch Tito Santana wrestle in that raggedy state of Montana. They picked up 2,872 new cases, but they only lost 2. They got 215,000 infected. South Dakota, they picked up 943 new cases. They only lost 3. They got 250,000 infected. North Dakota, 2,445 new cases. They lost 9 people. They got 7,600 infected. Hawaii 5-0. They picked up 1,904 cases of the coronavirus. But give them a hand, because they lost none. They got 146,000 infected on the island, though. Alaska, no stats. Uh-oh, my favorite. It's a pain to live in Maine. It's so mundane, plain. Why? 'Cause everything looks the same. Oh, it's so boring. It's bound to leave you snoring. It's a pain, a strain to live in Maine. It's so boring. It's bound to leave you snoring. It's a pain to live in Maine. Maine, 1,576 new cases of the coronavirus. They lost 16 people. No active stats. Wyoming. 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 They picked up 1,588 new cases of the coronavirus. They lost 24 people. They got 4,000 people walking around infected. District of Columbia, Washington, D.C., they picked up 189 new cases today. They only lost 3. No active stats. Vermont, they picked up 441 new cases. They only lost 2. They got 36,500 infected. We almost done, y'all. We almost done. It's time to roll that R. We got to roll that R again. We got to go to Puerto Rico. We can do better than that. Come on, y'all. Let's roll that R. We got to go to Puerto Rico. They picked up 297 new cases today. They lost 27 people. They got 232,000 infected. Let's go to Guam. They picked up 759 new cases, but they only lost 2. They got 6,100 infected there. United States Virgin Islands, they picked up 43 new cases today, but they lost none. They got 13, almost 14,000 infected in the Virgin Islands. The Northern Mariana Islands, they picked up 79 new cases, but give them a hand because they lost none. They got 435 people infected on the islands there. American Samoa, no stats. Veteran Affairs, they got 4,906 new cases. We lost 143 veterans today. We lost a lot of people today. We got 60,500 veterans infected right now. No stats for the U.S. military. For the federal prisoners, they picked up 93 new cases today. They only lost 3. No active stats on how many prisoners are walking around infected. The Navajo Nation. I said the Navajo. They picked up 210 new cases today, but they only lost 1. They got 2,300 walking around the reservation infected. Let's get to our totals for the day. So far, we know that 73,449,185 Americans have been diagnosed that we know of with the COVID-19 virus, the coronavirus. How many new cases today? 443,072. 443,072 new cases reported today. How many people have died so far? 894,880. How many deaths in one day? 2,611. How many people are walking around infected right now that we know of? 27,434,325 United States citizens are walking around that we know of are infected right now. We got 27.5 million people walking around that we know of infected with the coronavirus. Yet we have 3 vaccines and 2 booster shots, yet we still lost 2,600 people. Yet we picked up 443,000 new cases in one day. Yet we have 27.5 million people, Americans, walking around the USA right now with the COVID-19. This is a shame. Don't nobody want to lock down. So it's okay to keep losing 2,600 Americans a day. It's okay to lose 2,600 Americans a day. It's okay that 443,000 were diagnosed. How many are not getting diagnosed? And the ones that are getting diagnosed, we got 27.5 million of them walking around infected. What do y'all ladies think? I try not to, make fun. I try to make it entertaining, but I want to give homage to the victims of the coronavirus. I want to give homage to them, because people tend to forget about them, But those are more than just numbers. It's people behind those numbers. And people just trying to get back to doing what they normally do, and they don't give a darn. These people are forgotten about. They're not considered important. It's like whatever, they were weak and they fell by the wayside. So we try to bring attention, try to bring awareness, try to make people care. Some people are going to say, well, you shouldn't be doing it, but who else is doing it? It'd be boring to just keep reading numbers, these depressing numbers. You got to spice it up a little bit. Yeah, that's my opinion. And that's my way of showing respect and homage, because I'm grateful that I'm not one of the people. You understand what I'm saying? I'm grateful that I'm not one of the people. Now, I was in the pharmacy today. I was around people, and I'm hoping I didn't pick nothing up. I'm praying I didn't pick nothing up. I don't take the virus lightly. Some people do. Some people take the virus lightly. I don't. So people can get mad at me all they want. Hey, get mad. Get a life.
No one believed it at first.
Because those people that's died don't have a life anymore. People in the incubator don't have a life anymore.
Earlier this month, it's breaking news. An arrest has been made in a deadly shooting in Soulsville. Quandarius House has been charged with first-degree murder. Officers were called out to a shooting on January 15th at the Dixie Queen on South Bellevue Boulevard. When officers got to the scene, they found a woman who'd been shot. She was rushed to the hospital where she died from her injuries. Police say House and another woman had gotten into an argument with the victim at the restaurant's drive-thru window. According to police, the two left and came back, and House started shooting into the business. Days later, police reviewed this surveillance video from the Dixie Queen showing the car in question. Investigators say the woman inside House's vehicle saw the whole thing happen. She identified House as the shooter to police. House will make his first court appearance today.
So is he going to ask for mercy too? The vaccine made him do it? Nita says, at this point, I do not know. I read of a lady who became infected on purpose so she doesn't have to be worried anymore. Unfortunately, she died from it. The problem is that people think that they can build up an immunity. I've heard the phrase herd immunity. If herd immunity worked, Nia and Ava, if that really worked, why do we have so many people dying? Now, if you look at it, you know, if you didn't care about people, you could say, well, you know, it's 27 million people are known to be infected right now, and we only losing 2,000 a day. What's 2,000 from 27 million? But if we lose one American, that's too many for me. So you try to play off 2,200 as nothing? So you're not valuing human life. If human beings are many gods, you're not valuing the life of a mini god when you say something stupid like that. Well, you know, I got to go to the bar and get my drink on. I got to play pool and shoot darts with my buddies if I can. I'd rather be dead. Well, that's why over 2,000 are dying a day. Being hard-headed. I'm not wearing no mask. I'm not going to wash my hands. I don't care. Those are the people that's winding up dead. The elderly. People are going to visit their elderly at the nursing homes and killing them. Oh, I love you, Grandma. Well, you ain't got no mask on, because I ain't wearing no mask, Grandma. Well, guess what? You're killing Grandma and Grandpa. You're killing them. Your immune system might be strong, but Grandma and Grandpa's ain't. I don't know how strong my immune system is, but I know if I get the COVID in my lungs, I'm done. If I get the COVID in my lungs, I already know I'm done. It took them 9 days to get pneumonia out of my lungs. How long is it going to take for them to get the COVID out? Ain't nothing worse than being in the ICU. All you hear is yelling. All you hear is yelling. You know, when I was in the hospital, they kept moving me around. I was in 4 different rooms because of COVID. Because of COVID, I was in 4 different rooms. Because somebody would come in with COVID and would need my room. And I was irritated because, you know, you get a room and you fix it up, you know. I had the window, and then you turn around, they wheel somebody, you know, who that? They coming in coughing or whining or crying. Like, look, I had peace and quiet. I had my 3 meals a day, was being given, you know, my insulin shots and my medicine. I was good to go. I had my own nicotine pouches, but I could have asked them for some gum, but I had my pouches, so I didn't need them. The girl's supposed to give me the girl's supposed to have some gum for me tomorrow. I hope she come through. If not, we're gonna have to go on the move. I hope she come through, and she supposed to have this for the past week and a half. Hopefully she come through today. I mean tomorrow. She come through tomorrow, we good to go. If she come through tomorrow, we good to go. Cause not counting the donation I got today, I already had the money set aside. I actually was going to we were going to ride up to the Royal Farm and we would have gotten a nice little ride. But she said that she'll have some gum tomorrow. So I had been holding that $10 in my wallet for a while. Y'all know I've been waiting on her for the longest time. So hopefully, I know y'all don't like the smacking, but I hate to say it, I prefer the gum to the pouches. The gum is just so damn expensive. I mean, it's expensive. You know, and depending on where you go, and if you get some outdated gum off of eBay, you know, you can get a box of 160 for like $25. You can go to Walmart and get a box of 160 for like $39.99. That's too much money. I mean, I can get a can of these. If you can catch them at Walgreens, you can get these for $1.99. 20 of them come in the pouch, just like a pack of cigarettes. 20 of them come in the pouch in a can. And we got lucky when we went to the Rural Farm at the beginning of the month. The video's up. We went to the Rural Farm, and they were 3 for $5. And I think we got like 20 of them. No, maybe not. Wait a minute. 3. We got 6. We got 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We got 15 cans. And this is the last. And I kid you not, this one fell over. I had them in, you know, my walk-in closet. It's a shelf dead sitting in the middle. It's 2 shelves. And one of the cans had fell off the shelf and it fell into one of the hampers. Y'all remember I bought them 3 hampers, remember? And I found this can in the hamper today, and I called the girl and I said, I got enough. I was out, but I found one. And I got enough for one more day. I said, I'm about to go up to this Rural Farm. I'm waiting on Walgreens to tell me about the prescription. And I'd rather give you the money than give it to, you know, Rural Farms. And she said, I'll have it tomorrow. So I told her, I said, well, when I go get the med, because I was going to hit the Rural Farms. They still had that 3 for $5. I could get 6 cans and try to make that last to the 3rd. So, you know, I was going to try and make it last forever and ever. So, I emptied the food stipend card out, and I thought that I had ordered a lot of food, but I seem to be going through it. So hopefully we can make it. I want to make it through the month, and that's why when Chung Lee donated tonight, I know she donated it so I could go to Burger King or something, and we could have went. But I said no, that's irresponsible. It's irresponsible. It's not responsible. So what I could do is wait and see if I get any more donations, because if you spend $35 at Amazon, the delivery is free, so I can get the food delivered. Y'all notice we haven't been to the market, and I still got 3 packs of chicken in there. I made I got a bag of rice, 2 bags of rice, and I got a bag of shrimp, and I cut the bag in half. So I still got the bag of shrimp. I got one more meal out the shrimp and rice. I got 3 packs of the chicken thighs. They only got 5 in them. But what I do is I'll eat 2 or 3 the first time, and then I'll come back hours later and eat the other 2. You know, and I got a carton of eggs, and I took the chicken out so it can thaw. I had put it down the bottom of the refrigerator this morning, and it still seemed frozen. So I might make the eggs, but we don't have any grilled cheeses. I would like to get some grilled cheeses, and that's what I might do with the money that Chung Lee donated. Or I might get some more chicken. But I think I would do better with the grilled cheeses because the bread was only $1 and something. I think the bread was only $1 and something. So if I can get a loaf of bread and get some cheese, I can make the grilled cheeses. I can make the grilled cheese egg sandwich. And carton of eggs is only $2.89. So I might get a carton of eggs, a thing of cheese, and some bread, and see if I can stretch that out. So we'll see how I go. But I'm not complaining. What are y'all talking about? They said Memphis again. She said it doesn't do. If she doesn't, do not go live. Well, what are you talking about? What are you talking about, Nia? No, if the girl don't come through with the gum, well, we gonna have to hop on the bike and ride out to the Royal Farm. I hope they still got that special. Hope they still got it. They had it at the beginning of the month. I don't know if they still have it. So I had to take whatever they have. They might have something there for $3.39 a 10. They might have something for $4 a 10. So if I can only get 2, then it's better than nothing. You know, it would be nice to get the 3 for $5, so I can get 6 of them. Then you know you got the 25th, 26th, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2. So 8 days. We would just have to you know, struggle through the 2 days. You know, maybe I'll get lucky and somebody donate again. We don't know. Don't know what the future holds. You don't know what the future holds. So, like I said, it would be nice if she come through tomorrow. But you know, I get the feeling we're gonna be riding out there. Either way, I can give her the $10, or I can give the Royal Farm the $10. So either way, and like I said, with the you know, hold on to, you know, the donation that I got today, and maybe I'll get another one, and I can put it together, and we can go hit the market if need be, or we can order something and get it delivered from Amazon. So I'm good. You said I'm cranky without it. You could use a Snickers bar. Well, I'm trying to have balance. Like I say, that low sugar reading I got today, it is just tremendous. 120. I haven't been. I don't think I've ever been that low. If I was doing 135, I would get up and dance. If I could hit a 135, I would get up and dance. We hit 120. 120 is like normal. If I could stay at this range, I don't know if I can stay at this range. If I can stay at this range, my diabetes might reverse itself. That's low. 120. You want to be 120. You know, it's almost like when you get your blood pressure done. You want to be 120. Between 110 and 120. You know, something about that 120. Well, Nita, that's why that housing is so important. Because I mean, I kid you not, I'm crying about trying to get $1.99 a can, $2.99 a can. A pack of cigarettes in New York costs what, $14? Can you imagine paying $14 a day? I couldn't imagine it. $14 a day, god darn. Well, see, I'm using the strategy. Number one, if I smoke a cigarette, I'm gonna hit the ground. That's number one. We don't want that. But number two, it's too expensive. I think they cost $8 or $9 a pack where I'm at now. You imagine $8 a day? God darn. I just can't see it. $8 a day. Man. Yeah, if I had a regular income, but I just can. And the way your lungs feel, and you feel weighted down. You know, I can't go back. So I pretend the same way. Even though the doctor say that I could use pepper, I still haven't bought any. I've been sticking with what brought me to the dance. Seasonal brought me to the dance. Now, is pepper better than seasonal? Maybe next month we'll start doing pepper. But I've been doing pretty good with the seasonal. Cause my mother used it when I was young. She would use seasonal. She would she would use seasonal poultry seasoning, and she would use garlic powder. So I'm used to the seasonal. So I can make myself pretend that it's salt. Make myself pretend that it's salt. But like I said, we got 3 sticks of butter. So I know I can go to the market and get bread for $1 and something. I know I can get cheese for $2.99 and a loaf of bread for $1 and something. So, like I said, and get a carton of eggs. Should be able to get that for like $10, and then I can make 4 or 5 meals out of it. That's how I'm looking at it. I got to get a balance. Whereas I balance the finances with I gotta find a way to balance the finances with, for the food with the nicotine pouches. Since February the 4th of 2016, I haven't had not one cigarette. I used to smoke a pack and a half a day, or a pack and 3/4. The reason that the gum and the patches work with me is I convince myself and transition my body into accepting that. As long as I think it's some nicotine in there, I can convince myself that I'm doing the same thing. It took a long time, but I switched out one for the other. Just like somebody I learned from working at the helping the people out at the rehab place. You know, you have the methadone. Methadone is a weak form. It's almost like getting the flu shot. You know, they give you the weak flu, not the strong flu that make you sick, but just give you a weak version, and your body learns how to fight it, so that when you get the real thing, your body already know how to fight it. And so when you're taking the methadone, your body's still getting something. It gets something to what it needs, but it's weak. You know, and you make yourself live with that weaker dose. Some people can do it, some people can't. Just like with the polio. When they gave the polio disease, 20% of people that get the polio, shot, get it. It is what it is. So you can get the shot can give you polio. Some people get the flu shot and get the flu. I'm sure it's people that got the vaccine and got the coronavirus and probably on the ventilator. Everybody's body is different. That's why I don't condemn anybody, because I know what it's like. But you not only have to get rid of the habit. Holding something in your hand. It gives you something to do. With the gum or the pouch, it gives my mouth something to do, and I keep the TV remote or a pen, or I keep one of the cell phones in my hand, and I'll be looking stuff up, and it gets giving my hand something to do, my mouth got something to do, But sometimes I just be sitting there looking like bored, like, damn, I'm missing something. But I gotta overcome it, Like right now, the reason that my sugar is so low, I don't have any snacks. I've had them same 2 pieces of the Hershey's Zero Free. They're only about this big. Oh, not that big. They have been in the closet in that bag. There's just 2 of them left. They've been there for almost 2 weeks. I haven't touched them, but they there. As long as they there, and I know I could touch them, they're good. They're right there. If I didn't have them sitting in the closet, and notice they in the closet, I'd be like, man, I could sure go for some candy. But while I got it there, I know it's there. It's just like, people say, well, the pouches of the gum still have the nicotine in them. Yeah, but it don't have the other 1,000 of carcinogens, carbon monoxide and formaldehyde and all that other crap. That's the stuff that gets you in the hospital. So I make myself believe, that I'm getting the same thing when we know I'm not. And like I say, the nicotine is addictive, but it keeps the mind and body busy without all the bad stuff. Nicotine ain't good for you. You need caffeine. Some people do the caffeine. They got to have that coffee. You got to have that soda. Some people got to have it. I ordered some sodas from Amazon. Some Coke Zero Free. I'm starting to get sick of it now, but it ain't raised my sugar. I thought it would raise my sugar, even though it said sugar free. It is sugar free, and it ain't the best taste, but I make myself believe. You got the fizz, you got the carbonation. That's what was missing from the Gatorade and missing from the powdered drink mixes. And like I said, I don't get along with the carbonated water. I keep having explosions. So you make yourself believe, even though you really don't care for the taste. Even though you just make yourself believe. I'm trying to conserve the seasonal, and I'm not putting a lot of seasonal, on the chicken, and I'm making myself believe that it's a lot on there. You make yourself believe. Ava, I tried to just use chewing gum. I tried peppermints. I tried sunflower seeds. But that there is no nicotine in it. But because I know that these have nicotine in them, I can convince myself that I'm getting everything you get from a cigarette. The body is getting something, so it can learn to get by with it. If I have to use these for the gum the rest of my life, and I never pick up another cigarette, I'm fine with that. That's all it is a little pouch. It's a little pouch. You just take it and put it in the side of your mouth. It's giving your mouth something to do. Y'all probably don't notice, but you'll see me constantly doing something with my hands. Well, I don't think you see in the camera view. I'm constantly rubbing my leg. I'm picking stuff up. I've trained my body to simulate, what's going on. Just to simulate it. If somebody was an alcoholic and you got them some of the non-alcoholic beer, even though the alcohol is not in there, they could convince themselves it's the same taste. I get the same fizz. I'm just not getting high. And you make yourself believe. You do it long enough, you can convince your body to get used to it, and then your body will start wanting that instead of wanting the real thing. If they could start making wine with no liquor in it, you'd be surprised how many people would be better off. No, that didn't work for me, Ava. I tried the gum. Nia can tell you. I got videos where I'm up in the market getting gum. I got videos where I'm getting mints. I'm in the Family Dollar trying to get the cheap stuff. All I did was raise my sugar. That's what it did. It raised my sugar. Like I said, you had to hit rock bottom. It's gonna come to a point where I'm not gonna be able to use these either. They're not gonna have no effect on. I'm gonna get sick of them. But as long as it's something, you know. As long as it's something. That's it. As long as it's something. I know these don't have me on the ground when I take them. Because when I do get the urge, I can remember hitting the ground and go, oh heck no, we'll do it this. This is what we got. Make it work. Like I'm going to get off of here. We're going here and fry this chicken. If it's not thawed, I'm going to put it in the bottom of the refrigerator and I'm going to make some eggs. I still got a couple slices of cheese left. So I might make some cheese eggs. And that's what I did the other night when I got off. I took the chicken out and I think we did 6-hour show. And it was like, that day it was like 3 in the morning, 3 or 4 in the morning. I went on and made some eggs. Yesterday I fried some chicken in the afternoon. And I ate 2 pieces because 5 come in the pack. I ate 2 pieces and I put the other 3 in the refrigerator. Then when I got off the show last night, I put the chicken in the microwave and I grabbed 3 tangerines. And while the chicken was cooking, I nibbled on the tangerines. And I was so worried about the housing thing, I couldn't go to sleep. I didn't go to sleep till like 6 something. And then I got up at 9. I don't know how I did that. That's probably why I wasn't feeling well Saturday. Too much long to come out the house. Because I didn't get no sleep. I don't know how I'm still going. I'm the ultimate insomniac. I don't know how I do it. Nia says, Ava, good advice from his doctor. I wasn't aware it took so long. He said his lungs was being affected. Well, like I said, it took the pneumonia to get in my lungs. That's what put me in the ICU. Because when I came out, that's when it started to hurt to smoke. But you in a habit, you addicted, you keep doing it anyway until you can't do it no more. And like I said, having to carry that oxygen and constantly being asked, are you on oxygen? Why you not on oxygen? Are you on oxygen? Why you not on oxygen? Y'all hear me breathing hard when I'm bringing it back up and down steps? But don't nobody ask me, am I on oxygen? Don't nobody. Well, Ava, you say it took your father. How old is your father? One, and two, when people find out who smoke, find out that I haven't had a cigarette since February of 2016, they are amazed. I wish I could do that. You can't compare one person to another. That's the mistake that we human beings made. Well, I don't understand how come you couldn't do it. I did it. You drive that person into depression when you do that. I don't know what's wrong with me. Her father did it in 6 months and it's been 6 years. You'll send somebody into a depression spiral. That's one thing I learned in the rehab. If somebody relapse, the worst thing you can do is tell them, I don't see why you couldn't do it. I did it. You'll make them go back out there to dope man. Instead, you say, hey, let's start again, day one. That's why you hear them say, how long you been clean? I've been clean for 2 years. I've been clean for 9 months. Some will say I've been clean for 6 months. Some will say I've been clean for 3 months. Some will say I've been clean for a month. Some will say I've been clean for a week. Some will say I've been clean for a day. Don't you think that person that been clean for a day is jealous of that person that been clean for a week? That person that been clean for a week is jealous and looking up to that person that's been clean for a month. That person that's been clean for a month is looking up to somebody that been clean for 3 months. The person that been clean for 3 months is trying to reach the person that's been clean for 6 months. The person that been clean for 6 months is trying to reach somebody that been clear for 9. Somebody that been clear for 9 is trying to reach somebody that been clean for a year, and so on. Somebody's always at a different level looking up. And when you hear that phrase, am I my brother's keeper? Yes, you are, because somebody looking at you. Somebody want to be where you are. No matter where you at, financially, physically, there's somebody that would kill to be where you are. And they looking up to you. They'll never tell you, but they looking up to you. Some people even rag you and make fun of you, but they looking up to you. Always keep that in mind. Somebody's always looking up to you. Ava says, good night, BD Nia. Have a good rest. Well, alright, y'all. It's 10:49. I can get an hour and 11 minutes. I can get an hour and 11 minutes. Because I'm telling y'all, I'm sitting here, I'm dead tired. I told y'all I only got like less than 3 hours sleep. I don't know how I'm still going. But that's how bad I want that housing. That's how bad I want that housing. And I'm sitting here, I'm not even yawning. I don't know how. We still went out and did what we had to do on no sleep. I'm probably going to pay for it tomorrow. I'm probably going to sleep for an eon. But I'm grateful to still be here. I'm grateful to be in the position that I am. If I had lost my place in that line, there wouldn't be nothing to do except start over again. If I don't get the place downstairs, I'm still good. I'm still alive. I got a lot to be grateful for. The fact that I'm actually doing better And y'all haven't even noticed. I had some tangerines earlier. I used to snack on the graham crackers and y'all haven't even noticed. Probably haven't noticed. But I'm afraid that my sugar gonna drop too low, 'cause the only thing I have that has sugar in it is the tangerines. That's the only thing I've been eating that has sugar in it. I think that's why my sugar is low, because I might have won the battle with the sugar. I might need to go buy something with some sugar in it. If your sugar get too low, you're not gonna drop, are you? If your sugar too high, it's bad. If it's too low, it's bad, right? Well, alright, y'all. It's getting late. I'll see y'all tomorrow. What time is it? It's 10:52. Like I said, I can get probably take me about 20 minutes. I'll see if the chicken ready. If it's not ready, I'll just make the eggs. And or I could make the last of the shrimp and rice. And I'll go ahead and I'm thinking I'm gonna fall asleep and not eat anything. To be honest with you. I'm gonna go turn the TV on and get back to Hell's Kitchen. I appreciate y'all for coming and hanging out with me. Ava J says, BD, I'm not comparing you to my dad. I was just telling you about my dad. He passed 13 years ago, and I'm just proud that he stopped before he passed. Well, I'm glad he did stop, because I'm sure he lived longer because he did. I know for a fact if I didn't stop, I would be dead already. With the damage to my lungs and my weak heart, I can't do it. The fourth will be 6 years. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. That's 7 years. And it still bothers me when somebody around me smoking. It don't bother me like it did years ago. If I would go by some place and they would be mowing the lawn, doing the shrubbery, it would take my wind. If somebody was cooking on the grill or somebody's house was on fire, it would take my wind. Now it's only a nuisance. Before, it could have me on the ground. So the body does heal. The body does heal. When I was in my neighbor's house helping her with a TV, she just kept right on chain smoking. And she was like, I know you quit, and I hope it's not bothering you, but she kept right on doing it. After a while, it didn't bother me with the first boy. And that's one thing you find. People know that you are trying to beat the addiction and you're making waves, and they'll purposely, if it's alcohol, they'll purposely leave alcohol around and keep offering it to you. They purposely. If you're a drug addict, they'll purposely, hey, you want a hit? Hey, I got extra. Because they want to bring you in. So now you both out there looking for it. Same thing with cigarettes. When they can't afford them, they buy Lucy's or they bum them. And if you can get a partner in crime, you can drag somebody back in. Then they can hit you up when they don't have none. And that's another thing I learned from the rehab. So you can't let other people influence you like that, because their influence is not always good. Sometimes, they want to use you. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Because I'm sure you've seen family members. Go on. Put some hair on your chest. You know you want to drink that. Come on. Drink some of this muscatel. You know you want it. I used to love being the designated driver. And somebody was always trying to get me to drink. I'm not going to drink. Y'all in there having the fun. I'm just glad to be here. I ain't got to do all that stuff. Cause see, when they would all pass out, sometimes some of the girls still be awake. I get to have some fun. That's why I didn't mind doing it. I didn't mind being designated driver. That was in my bad boy days. So alright, y'all. Oops.
We all shop online, right? And when we do, we always see that little promo code field haunting us at checkout.
What are you doing? I'm hitting the back button and it's coming right back like screw you. I ain't paying you a bit of mine. It's like screw you. I'm gonna do what I want to do. This is all I wanted to do. Alright, y'all. As Nia would say, see you soon. As Chung would say, don't leave home without the wasp spray. As I say, I'll catch y'all tomorrow. What's the day? Tuesday. So tomorrow is Bible study. I believe we're in John. What are we in? John 16. How far did we get last time? I know we did 3 instead of 2 chapters. I think we're on John 16. So tune in for the Gospel of John tomorrow. We will continue. Hopefully the girl come through and we ain't got to go nowhere, so we can dedicate, and I'll be on at a decent time. So, like I said, y'all have a good night, and thanks for watching. And take it easy. We out. Have a good night.